Now, Mr. President, at the very heart of this issue is the allegation that Ms. Janet Napoles and her bogus NGOs cornered a huge chunk of the legislators' PDAF allocations. It is also alleged that we, the legislators implicated, knowingly allocated funds to these alleged bogus NGOs. Worst of all, we are also accused of pocketing commissions from Ms. Napoles in exchange for channeling our PDAF allocations to government agencies at her behest. Plainly stated in Tagalog, ninakaw ni Ms. Napoles ang PDAF gamit ang mga peking NGOs at pinaghatian ito ng mga mambabatas at ni Ms. Napoles sa halip na mapunta sa mga tunay na proyekto. Kaya ngayon, anumang pagtanggi namin at anumang pagpapaliwanag namin ay hindi na pinakikinggan at hindi na matanggap ng galit natin mga mamayan, ng galit natin mga mamayan dahil nakondisyon na ang kanilang paniniwala ng walang humpay na istorya sa Egypt. Hindi pa man nagpapasya ang mga naatasan ng ating Pangulo na suriin ang mga testimonya at magsampa ng kaukulang kaso base sa ebidensya. Nahusgahan na po kami ng walang kalaban-laban, lalo na ng mga pamilihang mga alagad. Ginoong Pangulo, masakit, napakasakit at mabigat ang mga paratang. Ngunit higit na masakit ay ang kawalan ng katarungan at walang habas na pagdidiin at panghihigpit sa amin sa isang hindi patas na pananaw. Nasabi ko na at nasabi na rin ng aking mga kasamahan na pagbibintangan din na handa kaming humarap sa anumang investigasyon. We stand by this, Mr. President, and we remain accountable for our actions as elected senators of this chamber. At yaman din lamang na kapwa senador at kasamahan dito sa Senado mismo ang nag-iimbestiga para umano malaman ang punot dulo ng sinasabing katiwaliang ito. At yaman din lamang na umarap sila ngayon sa ating mamayan bilang tiga-usig para malaman ang katotohanan. Marahil, Ginoong Pangulo, napapanahon rin upang ilahad at malaman ng lahat ang ilang katotohanan na hindi sinasakop ng media ukol sa tinatawag na PDAF o Port Ban. Kung talagang sincere at seryoso tayo na itama ang mali at isaayos ang tiwala, nararapat lamang na malaman ng sambayang Pilipino ang buong katotohanan sa likod ng PDAF. Here now, Mr. President, as our people must know, are some ugly facts and information on the PDAF that our people must know, and which I challenge anyone in this chamber to deny. We all know that the executive department wields the power over the release of PDAF allocations. During the administration of President Gloria Macapagal, it was a known fact that those who were not friendly or allies of her government had to beg for the release of their PDAF and infrastructure funds. Some of you, some of us, just totally gave up and chose not to avail of our allocations because we knew, they knew, they will not get any releases because we are from the opposition. We know too that the executive has used the releases for PDAP and infrastructure projects as a form of reward or incentive to secure the support of legislators for or against certain pet legislations or for other political purposes. Much has been written about how former President Arroyo used the PDAP to prevent several impeachment cases against her from prospering the House of Representatives and thus never reached the Senate. Mr. President, even BBM Secretary Florencio Abad's text message warning that there will be no releases to certain congressmen if they did not vote in favor of impeaching former Ombudsman Mercedes Gutierrez was very much publicized and confirmed by a number of lawmakers. As expected, Secretary Abad had to deny that he sent those text messages. At noong kasagsagan ng debate sa syntax bilang Pangulo, naisulat din sa mga pahayagan na nag-aalok ang Secretary ng Presidential Legislative Liaison Office o PLLO sa mga kongresista ng release o mga saro para maipasa ang panukalang batas na yun. Hindi po ako bumoto sa syntax bill. Kaya wala po kung saan. Ganun din ang mainit na balita noong tinatalakay ng Kongreso ang kontrobersyal na RH bill o reproductive health bill. Again, I voted against this measure. Kaya wala po akong sabi. Ito po ay mga nalathala sa mga pahayagan. Hindi na tuloy nakapagtataka na kumalat ang balita na ang mga kongresista at mga senador ay inalok din ng PDAP para siguraduhin ang impeachment at conviction ng dating Pulong Hukom ng Korte Suprema. Hayaan ko na po ang taong bayan ang gumawa ng konklusyon kung ito ba ay totoo o hindi. Pero ang may dadagdag ko lang ang kwento. After the conviction of Chief Justice Renato Corona, way back May 2000, those who voted to convict Renato Corona were allotted an additional 50 million pesos. That was provided in a private and confidential letter memorandum of the then chair of the Senate Finance Committee. Ito po sulat. Private and confidential. Ang tanong lang ho, saan galing ang pondo? Saan galing ang pinamigay na pondo sa mga senador? Sigurado ako. Alam na alam ni Secretary Abad ang sagot sa tanong na ito. At sigurado din ako na hindi unilateral decision ni Senate President Trilon ang mamigay ng 50 million pesos kada senador. Mr. President, I maintain, however, that I stand by my decision in my vote to convict the former Chief Justice and assure our people that I was not influenced by this incentive which came after the fact. But another fact, Mr. President, which was confirmed in an interview by no less than former Budget Secretary and now Congressman Rolando Andrade Jr., is that 200 million pesos for each senator, 70 million pesos for each congressman in annual allocations are only minimums. And I have said in the past that there was no rule setting a maximum amount that the legislator can receive in court battle funds. It all depended on the leadership of the Senate and the House, and of course, what we had was a minimum amount. These were Andaya's own words, not mine. So in fact, he practically confirmed that the executive allows legislators to avail themselves of allocations over and above the reported amounts. So, if we scrutinize the GAA, or the General Appropriations Act, or the budget law, taon-taon, mula 1999 to 2010, walang makikita na provision na nagsasabing magkano ang kabuang PIDAF at BLP ng mga mambabatas. Sa GAA ng 2011, lamang nagkaroon muli ng malinaw o specific provision of PIDAF and BILP allocations. Ang tila hindi malinaw na sistema at tila sikretong kalakaran kung magkano talaga ang PIDAF na natatanggap ng bawat mambabatas ang marahil dahilan why the DBM refuses to render a complete account of releases to all lawmakers as requested by the court. Pati ang DBM website ay hindi rin po kompleto. It only provides information on PIDAF releases from 2009 onwards. Bakit wala ang 2006, 2007, and 2008? At iba pang mga taon. Pag binuksan mo naman ang 2009, yung mga releases ng PIDAF para kay Senador Biaso, kay Senador Rojas, kay Senador Pimentel, kay Senador Escudero, kay Senador Trillanes, Senador Manny Villar, are among those conspicuously not posted. Wala pa silang nakukuha ng PIDAF. Bakit hindi po pinupost ng DBM yung amount ng kanilang PIDAF?